look on Twitter and Facebook, it feels like everybody in the country is talking about the little girl from Oregon and her box of mistletoe.
We broke the story this weekend, and now it's blowing up on national television, newspapers, radio talk shows, and the internet, of course. K2's Dan Casuto is on day 3 of mistletoe coverage. And Dan, first and foremost, she's sold thousands of dollars worth since this weekend when she was kicked out of the Saturday market.
Deb, yeah, so many sales that I had to put together a map. Now, this just shows where the people are emailing me from. She's getting orders from all over the U.S. These are customers, $3,000 worth of orders so far. That's halfway to her goal of paying for about $5,000 worth of braces. And late this afternoon, I got perhaps the most interesting email. It was from the Saturday market. They were the ones who kicked her out on Saturday, and after all of our stories and all this support, now they want her to come back.
It's not about the mistletoe. It's not about me being kicked out. And it's not about me. It's about all of us. It's about how we're raising wimps. How people would rather beg for money than work hard.
Kind of that. You're motivated. Wow. Did we even record that? Yeah. I didn't even ask you a question. You got yourself fired up, Maddie.
Madison got her blue braces just in time for the biggest day of her professional life.
Have you scoot up in your chair a little bit further?
Her family didn't need the money for her to get the braces on, but she wanted to chip in for them by chopping, bagging, and selling mistletoe.
That I hand-picked yesterday.
She squeezed into the Saturday market next to guys promoting pot, playing music, and straight up begging. Skidmore Fountain is a public park, and that's what did her in. A security guard told her city code bans selling. The vendors pay for their permits, but this spunky 11-year-old really got fired up when the guard said, "How about begging instead?"
We need to raise awareness that people are begging instead of working hard, this generation, we don't want tons of beggars out in the street.
Sometimes it takes a fresh voice to puncture City Hall.
I suspect our Parks Commissioner is going to be looking into that with the Parks Department and trying to figure out whether or not there is an intervention.
After our stories, in the mayor's office, they, too, admit maybe this 11-year-old can teach some grown-ups a thing or two.
I want people to know that we need to build up America's work ethic.
Sounding more and more like a politician. The Saturday market said it's going to waive the fee and let Madison sell her mistletoe. I know some of you won't be happy to hear that. I've been tracking all of your tweets, and here's an interesting idea from one of them. Someone suggesting letting kids join the Saturday market by just paying $5, and then they can all sell just for a day, and then they won't be in this situation. Kind of interesting.
I have a feeling Maddie has a future as maybe class president one day.
Mayor.
Something that involves speaking.
Yeah,
Right.
Let us know when she's running, and we'll be sure to vote, okay? We learned about Madison's story when her father contacted us. If you have a story you'd like us to check out, send us an email to newstips@katu.com.
New developments tonight in the story of the 11-year-old girl trying to sell hand-picked mistletoe this holiday season. The mayor of Portland, Oregon is now looking into changes in the law that prevented little Madison Root from selling her Christmas adornment. Joining me tonight, Madison Root. Madison, it's so great to meet you. I saw you yesterday and knew I needed to know you. You were out there trying to earn money to help pay for your braces. A security guard comes up to you in a public park, cites a city ordinance saying you're not allowed to sell your mistletoe. What made you so mad about that?
Well, what made me so mad about that was that he said that I could beg, but I couldn't work hard and sell. What has society really come to? Teaching these kids to beg instead of work hard and sell?
What? How old are you?
I'm 11.
Incredible. Going on 30. And the next president of the United States in about 25 years. Here's my question for you. So the city said no. So now all these people want to donate to you because they love that your personal responsibility and your attitude towards life. But you don't want their donations, do you?
Yeah, I would rather have them buy because I'm all into buying and giving something back for their money.
That's incredible to me because I think a lot of people watching this show right now would write you a check right now for nothing, and they wouldn't want the mistletoe in response. And your answer to them is, I'd rather work for it and sell you a product.
Of course, that's That's what I believe in, is work ethic.
Madison, how did you get this way?
Just everyone around me. Everyone in my family is an entrepreneur, and everyone I know is. So being around that has just really engraved into me.
I see great things for you in your future, hon. I hope it works out. All the best to you.
Thanks.
We'll be right back. So if you want to help Madison by buying her mistletoe, you can go to her website, MadisonRoot.com. But space it out, because if everybody goes right now, then the website's going to crash. But then you're used to that. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Megyn Kelly. Follow me on Twitter at Megyn Kelly. See you tomorrow night.